The pathbreaker and the guy who breaks stereotypes and does different things, Saif Ali Khan is back yet again with his latest venture called Laal Kaptaan. In this film, he plays a Naga Sadhu bounty hunter. That's very interesting, right?
Very interesting, and I love Saif Ali Khan as an actor, the choices he makes, but why aren't his films working? I mean, this question is to you guys. Tell us, write in, use our hashtag and tell us why aren't Saif Ali Khan's films working at the box office. I mean, जिस तरीके के कैरेक्टर्स उन्होंने प्ले किए हैं पिछली कुछ फिल्मों में, I mean 2000 से ही अगर आप उनकी फिल्में देखो, he's always done something हटके.
Right.
And yes, all his films have not been appreciated by the critics sometimes for content, the direction, and of course you can't blame one person or hold him responsible for the success or failure of the film. लेकिन I'm really upset at the fact that उनकी फिल्मों के लिए जो फुटफॉल होता है थिएटर्स में बहुत कम होता है.
Right. The reason why we're talking about this and we're kind of saying that it's really unfortunate is because on day one, which was Friday, the film released and the film just made 50 lakh rupees on day one, which is less than what Sonam Kapoor's The Zoya Factor made, which was 70 lakh rupees. So one had expected कि, you know, इस फिल्म की जब हमने ट्रेलर देखी थी, इस फिल्म का जब हमने फर्स्ट लुक देखा था, it was looking really exciting. It looked like a film that everyone wanted to go and see.
True.
I don't know what the reason was for this film to not create that kind of a buzz. शायद उसकी marketing में थोड़ी कमी पड़ गई या क्या हुआ वो पता नहीं है. But the film didn't get as much attention as we feel like it should have got on day one at least.
Right.
And then after that, now the film hasn't really picked up steam. But the good news for the film is that critics have not slammed the film. It's got a mixed review. We can't take away from that. But having said that, also the expectation and the forecast is कि word of mouth के जरिए इस फिल्म को और बढ़ावा मिलेगा और लोग जाएंगे इस फिल्म को देखने and it will actually do well.
Also फिल्म में जो दूसरे किरदार हैं उनकी भी बहुत प्रशंसा की गई है, especially दीपक डोबरियाल.
Yes.
And of course Saif Ali Khan जिस तरीके से he's gotten the skin of the character has been really appreciated. But unfortunately you know it's not worked at the box office. But you know मनीष ऐसा भी कह रहे हैं कि because war का जो success था even though बहुत पहले रिलीज हो चुकी थी war, लेकिन it's still running strong at the box office and because of war also people have not actually gone and watched Laal Kaptaan.
Right. I mean that's the same fate that The Sky is Pink had faced.
True.
Because जब वो release हुई थी तब war भी थी साथ में in the theaters and people prefer to go and watch war. Now this raises the question कि a film which has good content, all right, doesn't work at the box office. Yeah, and you know, when you watch the film, you'll see that the director of the film, Navdeep Singh, has tried to make a decent attempt in making a really good film. और जैसे आपने कहा, the performances are great, the costumes are fantastic, cinematography by Shankar Raman has been extremely well. You know, there's a fight sequence that's shot in nightlight, which is done really beautifully. So in parts, this film looks really good and looks really promising. But like I said, it's only word of mouth that will actually carry this film. Insofar as promotions or जो marketing करनी थी, वो I don't think has really worked for the film. So let's hope word of mouth actually carries this film forward and takes it to success.
और मनीष success से याद आया, actually this reminds me कि मनोज बाजपेयी ने एक exclusive interview दिया था where he spoke about the mindset and how a film should be looked at and its success. Let's take a look at this.
मुझे हमेशा लगता है कि एक्टिंग और क्वालिटी की प्रशंसा होनी चाहिए, बॉक्स ऑफिस की प्रशंसा नहीं होनी चाहिए, और जब वो लगातार होती है हमारी कंट्री में और मुझे गुस्सा आता है.
Well, there you have Manoj Bajpayee giving his view on what a successful film is and how it should be looked at. Saga, I just feel like I kind of agree with Manoj Bajpayee where he says that, you know, that the success of the film should not only be looked at from box office numbers and he wishes that people's mindsets and thinking changes. And I do kind of agree with that because there are lots of good, really good films which have been made not just in the recent past but even previously which have not been, which haven't kept the box office numbers ringing but have been incredible films. And that's how I see a film, that if it's really made well, if it's got a great storyline, if the narrative is exactly what it should be, I think it's a great film. Doesn't matter to me whether it's a hit or flop at the box office.
Right, but unfortunately, we all know in these times, you know, box office numbers matter.
Yeah.
Whether you're a bankable star or no is being decided looking at the box office numbers that you've garnered or the opening day number rather. So it's a gamble. It's a business and it's out in the open. People are aware that now these things matter and producers will not invest in a film or will not trust you to carry a film on your shoulders if you've not shown the results.
No, I agree. At the end of the day, filmmaking is a business. Bollywood is a business, and out at that. It's just that I feel like film is also an art,
Yeah.
and the art needs to be also appreciated. So maybe instead of saying that it's a flop at the box office,
Yeah.
which kind of measures the success of a film, or says that a good film can be a flop, but that doesn't make it a failure, which is what my point is. Like you look at films like Silsila, जो बहुत पहले 70s में बनी थी, या
जी.
लम्हे जो early 90s में बनी थी, जो कि आज के ज़माने में they looked at again at
Iconic films.
iconic films as textbook films, की great acting, great cinematography,
Yeah,
great music,
yeah.
and all of that, but they were still flops at the box office. So does that mean that just because a film does not ring in the numbers and make the money at the box office, it is a film that needs to be brushed aside and forgotten?
But Manish, क्योंकि अब social media जो आया है, and people are now aware that if a film is good content wise, it will work at the box office because there will be word of mouth, and we've seen that happen. We've seen that happen with Razi, we've seen that happen with Uri, जहाँ ये फिल्मों ने great opening numbers नहीं दिए, लेकिन जब लोगों ने ये फिल्म जाकर देखी, पसंद की, सोशल मीडिया पर उसके बारे में बातें हुई, तो लोग गए, and these films have gradually picked up and done great at the box office. So I also feel the onus is on the filmmakers on a whole. It is on the content, because people have shown कि अगर content अच्छा है तो movie चलेगी.
What about films like 375 and The Sky is Pink, which again had great content, but unfortunately it didn't have the right kind of footfalls. Now, we don't know why this happens. We've always discussed on the show, और जो सागा और मैं बात कर रहे हैं, is not to create a debate, is just to try to understand कि हो क्या रहा है. To start a conversation. So, for those of you sitting at home, do tune in to the conversation which goes online and use the hashtag and tell us what you guys think.
Watch Planet Bollywood from Monday to Friday at 9 p.m. only on Zoom.